A faded title sequence for many, and another one just for me as well. Welcome, everybody, to The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. I am very happy to cover this game on this channel. Maybe strange with this game's history for me because, well, I wasn't alive when this game came out. I mostly have memories of Ocarina of Time 3D. That was my version of this game, and I loved every second of it as a child. It is one of my favorite games of all time, and, I mean, come on, it's Ocarina of Time. It's one of the best games in history. Did a lot of good things for the future of gaming now, so, anyway, without delaying the inevitable, let us begin our journey through time. In the vast, deep forest of Hyrule, long have I served as the guardian spirit. I am known as the Deku Tree. The children of the forest, the Kokiri, live here with me. Each Kokiri has his or her own guardian fairy. However, there is one boy who does not have a fairy. Navi, Navi, where art thou? Come hither. Oh, Navi the fairy, listen to my words, the words of the Deku Tree. Dost thou sense it, the climate of evil descending upon this realm? Malevolent forces even now are mustering to attack our land of Hyrule. For so long, the Kokiri Forest, the source of life, has stood as a barrier, deterring outsiders, and maintaining the order of the world. But, before this tremendous evil power, even my power is as nothing. It seems the time has come for the boy without a fairy to begin his journey. The youth whose destiny it is to lead Hyrule to the path of justice and truth. Navi, go now. Find our young friend and guide him to me. I do not have much time left. Fly, Navi, fly. The fate of the forest, nay, the world depends upon thee. Man, you were really liking Shakespeare for a second there, weren't you, buddy? I guess this is just our tour of Kokiri Forest for a sec. If you're wondering what system I am recording this on, it is the Wii U Virtual Console, and you're probably wondering why the hell are you recording with that? I have no other consoles I could really use, and I don't want to emulate. And a lot of you might be saying, well, what about the Switch? The Switch did it a lot worse. Trust me on that. I want to be able to at least play the game. I won't get much further into that with the Nintendo Switch version, but yeah. The only bad thing with the Wii U version is that there's a slight delay and the colors are kind of messed up, but it's essentially the same game. Hello, Link. Wake up. The Great Deku Tree wants to talk to you. Link, get up. Hey, come on. Can Hyrule's destiny really depend on such a lazy boy? I refuse to go high-pitched for Navi. I may for some certain characters in Persona, but not for this. Screw that. You finally woke up. I'm Navi the Fairy. The Great Deku Tree asked me to be your partner from now on. Nice to meet you. The Great Deku Tree has summoned you, so let's get going, right now. I gotta get used to the text moving slow. It's not like Skyward Sword where I can just insta-text it. So, as per N64 fashion, a lot of things are just JPEGs, but it was a game of 1998. I can't really complain too much. I do have a lot of knowledge when it comes to this game, surprisingly enough, but we'll get into that later. Yahoo! Hi, Link! Why does everyone want to talk to me? I'm gonna backflip off this ladder to look cool. Wow, a fairy! Finally, a fairy came to you, Link. Wow, that's great news. I'm so happy for you. Now you're a true Kokiri, Link. But like I wasn't before, I live here. I literally have the biggest house in the entire... whatever. I'll wait for you here. So we're pretty much in free roam mode right now. We can't leave the forest just yet, but there is some things we have to do before going to talk to the Great Deku Tree. Hop on those things for a blue rupee. I probably shouldn't explain anything, because, well, this game is a classic. But, we are hunting for, equipment. Albeit a sword and a shield. Because, well, how the crap are we supposed to live against monsters if we can't even attack? But, although speedrunners know... Okay. This is going swimmingly. Yeah, I am playing this with a Wii U Pro controller, and it is not very optimized well, because, well, there's no notches. I probably should have seen if I could play it with a GameCube controller, but whatever. So, yeah, this game is great for a lot of things, but keep in mind, a lot of the things were primitive, so there is no camera. Our camera is Z-targeting, which you just press the, well, left bumper, or left trigger, my bad, on like modern stuff, but I don't even know what it is for N64, because, well, I never had one, so more or less even played with an N64 controller. Okay, there we go. So you're probably wondering what the crap's the right stick for. Hello, Boulder. That's for all the C buttons at the top right. Yeah, and Navi keeps wanting to talk to me, but I'm going to ignore her, because screw you. Navi is a lot more annoying than Fi, in my opinion, and even then they nerfed Fi in the HD remaster. A Kokiri sword. Equip it with A. Yes. Hidden treasure of the Kokiri, but you can borrow it for a while. Be sure to practice with it before you really fight. So now we can go into our menu, and okay, here's one thing I hate about the controls. So you press, left trigger to open the other sides, but the default for going to the right is right bumper, because right trigger brings up the virtual console menu. Why did they think that was a good idea? Like, why wouldn't you just make the useless buttons the triggers? Whatever. And it's really annoying, and I do forgive me if I accidentally hit that virtual console button, because I played a lot of Twilight Princess a little bit before then, and, well, Twilight Princess HD, you can roll by spamming right trigger, so if I press that by accident, my bad. Anyway, this stuff over here, this just teaches you that you can Z-target between different things, and all that jazz. So, and Z-target is toggle, so, got that. And if you backflip towards that boulder, rock, then, you know, you'll get money. That's what these things are really teaching you. You get rewarded. Cut grass with your sword. If I can actually do it. There we go. And yeah, Link has several set motions of what he can do. You know, without Z-targeting, he just does a vertical slash. If you Z-target, he does still does the vertical slash. Okay, whatever. If you hold forward, he does a jab. So, and I think, yeah, that's teaching you about the thrust attack. There we go. And then, does this work? Yeah. If you spin and spam the B button, you can do a spin attack. Alternatively, you can just hold it and do it that way. I want to go into this house, because in here we got some chests for a blue rupee. Just stealing these people's money. Seriously. I think this is all just money. There we go. That last one is a little recovery heart, which I'm just going to leave there just in case if I need it in the future. But I should probably explain how I'm going to handle this series. This is going to be a 100% run. I am going for literally everything in the game that is possible to get, albeit within reason. I'm not going to go after anything that is completely useless or whatever that means, but every essential item I will go and get. So that is why I am doing the things that I do. I'm not doing that though. That's just teaching about Z-targeting. In here, we need to go and buy ourselves a shield, which is 40 rupees. I went 10 over, but it's fine. Got that Deku shield. Select the shield. Press A to equip. Okay, I get it. I get it. I wish I could skip that. Whatever. No, how did I talk to you from here? Alright, whatever. Let's open up their menu and equip our Deku shield. And, okay, here's the other annoying thing with this. Z-target is with left trigger, right? Right bumper is the shield. Again! Why? And if you're curious of what left bumper does, it just makes the map disappear. Which is, why do you even need that? Like, you can switch the controls in the Virtual Console menu, but I'm just playing on default because I'm used to it. Why would you make it that? If you want to see the Great Deku Tree, you should at least equip a sword and a shield. What's that? Oh, you have a Deku shield. And what's that? Is that a Kokiri sword? Good grief. Well, even with all that stuff, a wimp is still a wimp, huh? I, the Great Mido, will never accept you as one of us. Shoot. I can skip your text. Well, screw you, pal. I might stab you later. So, down here, get ambushed by some Deku Babas. And if you grab their stick, you get a Deku stick. I'll get into this. Well, I guess I'll get into this now before we start things off. Deku sticks have weird properties. Okay, come on. Put that on the left, C stick. So, you can use them as a weapon, and you can also use them for lighting torches and such. You can light them on fire, and okay, these guys are gonna piss me off. Stop clicking and quacking. The weird properties I was talking about is that the way the game handles damage is that a normal sword swing does 1 damage, and if you jump attack, which is Z-targeting and pressing A, that does 2 damage. And if you hold shield and spam B, you do this like poke attack. Whatever last move you do is saved into this thrust attack. So for example, if I do a jump attack and then go immediately into this, I'm doing 2 damage for every stab. The Deku stick does double the damage of the Kokiri sword. So a normal swing is going to do 2 damage, a jump attack is going to do 3. The catch with that is that the Deku stick will break. However, if you jump attack with this thing, swap to the Kokiri sword and do the shield stab, that will save the damage into the shield stab, and you're doing 3 damage every poke. You can nuke bosses that way. I'm not gonna personally do that because I think it's kind of cheating. Ow. Okay, screw you. But I wanted to at least mention that because it's kind of cool in my opinion. Anyway, Great Deku Tree, I'm back. Oh, Navi, thou hast returned. Link, welcome. Listen carefully to what I, the Great Deku Tree, am about to tell thee. Thy slumber these past moons must have been restless and full of nightmares. As the servants of evil gain strength, a vile climate pervades the land and causes nightmares to those sensitive to it. Verily, thou hast felt it. Link, the time has come to test thy courage. I have been cursed. I need you to break the curse with your wisdom and courage. Dost thou have courage enough to undertake this task? I do. Then enter, brave Link, and thou too, Navi. Navi the fairy, thou must aid Link. And Link, when Navi speaks, use up to listen well to her words of wisdom. Oh, I'm sorry. I had to make that joke at least once. Yep, we're going straight into the dungeon. That took longer than I thought. Welcome to the Great Deku Tree. Well, the inside of the Deku Tree. Very short dungeon, and I am going to try to blaze through this fast because, well, we're already about 10 to 15 minutes into here, and you got normal Deku Babas, which give you Deku Nuts. They're essentially flashbangs. Nothing to explain there. But, anyway, can I get a recovery heart? Thank you. Oh, I should probably, turn around, Link. There we go. If you jab their face, they will go back up into a straight pose, so you can get a stick from them, but yeah. For Deku Babas, kill them in the face if you want a nut. Hit their, I guess their neck, but their stick to get a stick. So, as I did in Skyward Sword, the way I'm going to handle dungeons is, once we go into a dungeon, we're not going out of it until we're done. Like, I won't end the episode until the dungeon is done. So, yeah, it's going to be kind of tricky with some of the temples in this game, but hey. Dungeon map, self-explanatory. And we can't do anything about these Skulltulas. Okay, yes, I know Link is ready to just slap Navi right now. This is a very tutorial-heavy dungeon, and, well, therefore, I'm just gonna skip a lot of the text, because seriously, she's explaining how to use a door, for God's sake. That's, yeah, action button, which is still pretty, well, I don't know, I guess they got rid of the action button later, but essentially, the action button is what controls your life. Ow, 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 forgive me, master. If I give you a clue, will you let me go? When you jump off a high cliff, if you hold the stick that controls your life forward, you will roll on the ground when you land and won't get hurt from the fall. I can't guarantee it will work, though, if the cliff is really, really high. Hehe. Well, try if you are feeling bold. What the hell did I just witness? This is a pretty linear dungeon, too, so there's really nothing to explain here. Not much, I should say. Anyway, we're going to Indiana Jones our way over here. And in this chest, this fabulous, fabulous chest, there lies a slingshot. Basically kid version of a bow. What else do you want me to say here? Okay, yes, yes. Oh my god. Stop explaining things. God, this is almost as bad as the monotonous talking in Persona that makes, like, little use. Up here's a little hidden chest. It's really not that hidden, but all it has is a recovery heart. I want to at least show that. So we want to equip our slingshots, and, well, for those who have played GoldenEye and are used to inverted controls, well, you're going to have a fun time here. For me, I'm not. That's why I'm going to be Z-targeting a lot. Because up is down and down is up, and I do not like those controls, because I was, well, again, I wasn't even alive when Ocarina of Time came out. So, I'm used to, up is up and down is down, but anyway. We need the slingshot for all these Skulltulas, which I'll show the first-person mode here. The way I shoot the slingshot is I try to line up the middle of the right string, so right where that string is landing on. That's pretty much how I aim this thing. That's how I aimed it in the 3DS version. And speaking of that, if you are wondering if you could follow along on the 3DS version, this game is identical to the 3DS version. The 3DS version did not really change a lot of things. There's only one item that's changed, and that's it. So, by all means, follow along if you're playing on the 3DS, because, well, you can 100% the game just the same. So, and you may be wondering how I know that, because I've done it multiple times. And this is where that damage thing I was talking about with the sword is helpful. Those normal Skulltulas are 2 health. So, if you jump attack, it will one-shot them. In here, okay, I know what I want to do. You want to step on the switch and head on over here. Lots of Deku Babas. The whole theme with this place is a crap ton of Deku Babas because we need Deku sticks to light torches, so that is why they are here. And we get a compass. Compass reveals any chests on the map, so that's why if you're unfamiliar with this game but familiar with Skyward Sword got rid of the compass and just made it into one thing. So take down that Skulltula, and you have a normal Deku Baba here. What are you doing? I've never seen you actually do that. There we go. Give me your nuts. And before we light that, step on the switch again. And we want to go to the left. And you see this giant spider? It's a gold spider. Kill the gold spider. Ow. Gold Skulltula. That is one of the things that is for 100%ing the game. And, well, there are 100 of those stupid things. So, yeah, that's gonna be fun. I don't know if I'm gonna have, like, a counter or something at one of the sides for them. If I do, then whoop-de-doo, I found out something. Future editing me. But if not, then just try to follow along. Because they are hard to follow along, so I'll try to come up with something. There we go. After that's dealt with, we want to jump to the middle. I almost overshot it. Using our weight, we can destroy a cobweb and not climb that. Do not climb that. At least not yet. I should probably kill this thing before it shoots it. How did I do that? Okay, whatever. So, we have a gold Skulltula right here. There's only 3 we can get right at the right off the bat, so pretty easy to follow right now, but like I said, these things get very complicated later. Can I land on this? No, I have to get on the platform. But yeah, really not much explanation with this, I was about to call it a palace, sorry, too much Persona. Not much with this dungeon, by all means, and to get this Skulltula, you want to roll off of there and barely get it with your face. There's not much to explain, simply just because it's our first dungeon, and, well, it's very easy. The Master Mode version of this was hell on earth, but, not as bad as the Water Temple. Which, hoo boy, I cannot wait for the Water Temple. I'm going to hate my life and forget why I even wanted to do this game. One trick with the Deku stick that you can do is, if you swing your sword right after you use it, there we go. Please forgive me, Master. I'll never do it again. If you spare me, I'll teach you something cool. You will never beat my brothers up ahead unless you punish them in a proper order. The order is 2, 3, 1. 23 is number 1. Do you think I'm a traitor? You're the living embodiment of a traitor, but okay. Like I was saying, if you get rid of if you swing your sword while the Deku stick is on fire, you keep the stick, even though it was on fire, so do that to your heart's content, because Deku sticks are pretty helpful. Anyway, oh my god. And, yeah, one of the weird things that Child Link and Ocarina of Time can do, but not Skyward Sword Link, at least at the very beginning, Child Link can actually dive underwater freely without having to use a stupid water dragon scale. I'm sorry for making a bunch of comparisons to Skyward Sword, but come on, man, it's the only Let's Play of a Zelda game I've done up to this point, so forgive me on that end. And don't worry, you have plenty of time here. Just gotta wait for this thing to come up. There we go. And although this isn't necessary, I always just shield under this to make sure I don't get hit by the spikes. And coming up ahead, we got this Skulltula, which I've always called them Skulltulas. Some people call them Skulltulas, but anyway. This box actually has some weird history with it. In the original release of the N64 version, I believe it was the gold cartridges, these boxes had a very different design. I believe they had a star with a crescent moon on them, and they changed it because it was a very religious symbol. There's a lot of things in this game that has like religious symbols, specifically like Hindu and Buddhist or Muslim ideologies. Forgive me if one of those was wrong, because albeit I'm ignorant and I don't know much of the differences. I know there is a difference, at least. I'm trying to be kind with that. But by all means, educate me in the comments. Respectfully, though. Don't get into really bad religious topics to the point where we alienate people, because that's not the point. But anyway, they changed it in later versions because people got offended. And, I mean, I guess reasonably so. So, anyway, screwed that guy over pretty quick. You want to shoot these things. Really? These have a really weird hitbox. Yeah, like you have to aim ahead of them for some reason. At least on the N64 version. That was way too ahead. There we go. You're probably wondering where the crap would get Deku seeds for a slingshot. Definitely not from you. I think, yeah, in these bushes, money. There we go, Deku seeds. Anyway, that over there we'll take care of later. We cannot do anything at the moment. We will have to come back here in the future when we have necessary equipment. But I want to take this torch, like this, on fire, and there we go. But like I was saying, like there was a lot of weird religious aspects put into this game, at least initially, in the original, like version 1.0 version. I don't know why. I just think it's really weird for the time, especially at the time, because well, not a lot of people liked having religious things in their games at that point in time, all things considering. But like I've said before, I'm open to any religious stuff. Just be respectful. That's all I care about. Besides that drawn-out explanation. Get more Deku nuts, even though we don't need them. And there's a weird thing you can do with this box. If you put the box right here, you can actually jump it with the Deku stick to hit that torch. Unfortunately, it will lock you out of getting this shortcut. Well, it doesn't lock you out, but you would still have to push this down to get the shortcut anyway. Roll with the burning torch, and land down here. Welcome to the final area before the boss. If we remember what that Deku Scrub said, 23 is number 1. So there's 2. Come on. And fun fact, in the Master Quest version of this, these guys are flipped, which I think is a cute touch. Come on. There we go. Get over here. How did you know our secret? How irritating. If it's so annoying that I'm going to reveal the secret of Queen Goma to you. In order to administer the coup de grace to Queen Goma, strike with your sword while she's stunned. Oh, Queenie. Sorry about that. These Deku Scrubs suck as guards. They're the worst. Anyway, in here, and well, nice draw distance, you can already see the boss. I think in the original it was so foggy in here you couldn't actually see the ceiling, so a lot of the fog is removed because emulator. This essentially is a giant emulator. And if we look up, there we go. Division. I hate math. You must die. Parasitic Armored Arachnid Goma. Very easy fight. Wait till her eyes glow, shoot it with a slingshot, and spam your attacks up. Nice. She's gonna start running away. I'm gonna stop Z-targeting. And she'll go up to the ceiling. In which case, what are you doing? There we go. Hit her in the eye again. I'm gonna do 2. Oh god, no, not again. I'm just gonna stab her in the eye. Nice. And yeah, she'll just do her thing again. If you wait too long to shoot her in the eye, she will make those weird egg things that we shot earlier. The things that have the weird hitbox. So, line it up. Piss. There we go. And take her down. Very simple boss. And with that Deku stick thing I was talking about, you could literally just one phaser stupid easily if you do that. But come on, I wanted to have an actual fight. I don't think I got hit there though. flawless. At least I think it was flawless. Yeah, it was flawless. We get ourselves a heart container. And yes, we're going for every single heart piece in the game. I'm gonna have fun doing that. Before we leave here, I want to see if I can get some Deku seeds. Nope. And these do regrow over time, so you don't ever run out of seeds. At least I think they do. They should. Whatever. Alright, oh yeah, okay, they do regrow. I thought that was wrong for a second. God forbid I'm wrong about something as a Let's Player, nonetheless. Anyway, joking aside, let's get out of here. Well done, Link. Thou hast verily demonstrated thy courage. I knew that thou wouldst be able to carry out my wishes. Now, I have yet more to tell ye. Wouldst thou listen? I don't have a choice. Now, listen carefully. A wicked man of the desert cast this dreadful curse upon me. This evil man ceaselessly uses his vile sorcerer's powers in his search for the sacred realm that is connected to Hyrule. For it is in that sacred realm that one will find the divine relic, the Triforce, which contains the essence of the gods. Before time began, before spirits and life existed, 3 golden goddesses descended upon the chaos that was Hyrule. Din, the goddess of power. Nehru, the goddess of wisdom. Furor, the goddess of courage. Din. With her strong flaming arms, she cultivated the land and created the Red Earth. Nehru poured her wisdom onto the earth and gave the spirit of law to the world. Furor, with her rich soul, produced all life forms who would uphold the law. The 3 great goddesses, their labors completed, departed for the heavens, and golden sacred triangles remained at the point where the goddesses left the world. Since then, the sacred triangles have become the basis of our world's providence, and the resting place of the triangles has become the sacred realm. Thou must never allow the desert man in black armor to lay his hands on the sacred Triforce. Thou must never suffer that man with his evil heart to enter the sacred realm of legend. That evil man who cast the death curse upon me and sapped my power. Because of that curse, my end is nigh. Though your valiant efforts to break the curse were successful, I was doomed before you started. Yes, I will pass away soon, but do not grieve for me. I have been able to tell you of these important matters. This is Hyrule's final hope. Link, go now to Hyrule Castle. There, thou will surely meet the Princess of Destiny. Take this stone with you, the stone that man wanted so much, They cast the curse on me. Where were you hiding this? You know what? Never mind. Oh man, I got Pokemon Emerald for my Game Boy Advance. Now I can actually get all the 3 legendaries that I wanted. Seriously, that was like the only good version about Pokemon Emerald. Like, you can get all the legendaries. Kokiri's Emerald! The spiritual stone of the forest, now entrusted to you by the Great Deku Tree. The future depends upon thee, Link. Thou art courageous. Now be the fairy. Help Link to carry out my will. I entreat ye, Navi. Goodbye. Let's go to Hyrule Castle, Link. Goodbye, Great Deku Tree. Man, the first act is the hero of time, and we kill a tree immediately. We are terrible people. Hey, Link, what'd you do? The Great Deku Tree, did he die? How could you do a thing like that? It's all your fault. I'm gonna stab you. You know I'm the one with the weapon here. You just... Oh god, okay, I guess we're in the Matrix. So yeah, that's the beginning of this game so far. So, I think we'll continue things off next time where, well, we will leave the forest and, carry out the dying wish of the Great Deku Tree. So, next time on The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, we'll do just that. So, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.